Hey guys, Jim here from J. Arthur Digital Marketing, and just a quick one today. I wanted to show you how you can leverage a free tool called Canva to put together some pretty decent graphics for your ads, even if you're not a graphic artist like I am not. Um, if I need something, above and beyond what I'm showing you today, then I use somebody that does it for a living because the images are important. But you can really get some good results from a free tool, even if you don't have a graphic eye, like, again, I don't. So let me just quickly show you. I'm going to use a couple of examples, like if you were a chiropractor or a physical therapist, just because those are folks that I work with, but it could be anything. Give you a quick example. So you're on your Canva page, and I have the paid version, which is $12.95 a month, which isn't bad, but you don't have to have that for what I'm going to show you. You have all this for free. So first we would go over and create a design, and then you can pick where this is going to go. And they give you just, tons and tons of options. I often use Instagram posts just because it's a square design, so it'll fit in a lot of different places, but it doesn't have to be for Instagram. So let's select that. And so here's our canvas, basically. And, they have all kinds of templates that you can put in. You can search by topic. But what I normally do is I'll go down to photos, and then I'll search for, whatever it is that I'm looking for to put an ad together for. So as an example, if I put in chiropractor or chiropractic, I'll do either one of those and see what kind of images we can get. You could also put in, back pain, shoulder pain, anything you like. You'll find a lot of great images. Now, this is the only place where you'd be limited if you didn't have the paid version. Some of these photos where they say pro, you wouldn't have access to those. But there are some free ones as well. So as you hover over, you'll see some are free, some are not. Most of these are pro. There's a free one there. But just simply go through, find something that you like to use, and click it. It's going to move it over for you. Now, a couple of tips as far as this goes. What I normally do is, especially if I don't have a specific idea in mind, I'll just stretch it out so that it takes up the entire canvas. We can always adjust it from here, but we may start with something like that. Now, one tip as far as getting people to stop scrolling, you want to beef up the saturation almost past where it would normally look good. Most photographers would tell you this is far too much. But if I just click on the image, we'll click away from it, but when you click on it, now you have some tools up here. And then I click on adjust. We can adjust the contrast and the brightness. I just go right to the saturation and beef it up a little bit. It just really brings out that red. And again, it might be a little too much for some people's tastes, but it does show that it stops the scroll when people are looking through their feed. So from here, we can add some elements. So let's, basic things like your logo. So I would go to upload here, and you can upload your logo. I'm just going to use my own, which I have down here somewhere, and make this quick and easy. Here we go. So just select it, moves it over. It's easy to resize, right? So we can put this wherever we want by clicking and dragging. Now, so let me put it down here. We'll go over here with it, I guess. And, it's okay there, but it's a little dark in here. It's hard to really read it. So the other thing I might do is click on elements and grab a background that I want to use just to go behind my logo. So I'm going to use this little square. So I click it once, it brings it in. I'm just going to move it over the logo. And then I'm going to right click and say send backwards. Don't send it to the back because then it'll be behind the photo and we won't be able to see it. But if we just send it backwards, now it's behind the logo. But my logo has a similar color, so that's why it's kind of looking funny there. So right up here, I'll just go change the color. And you'll notice I've got some different color schemes here. If you're paying Canva their monthly fee, you can actually set up your brand's colors here. So you don't have to hunt and search for them every time, but you have access to any color you want, right? But I'm just going to grab white for now. So all of a sudden my logo stands out a whole lot better. So now let's just make that background fit a little bit better, right? So we just kind of resize it a little bit. And that looks a ton better. And I could leave it like that, I suppose. One thing that I like to do, because I just think it gives it a more modern look, is with that background selected, and when I say background, the background to my logo, just click it. Right up here, I can reduce the transparency a little bit. And so again, I think it just gives a little bit, you can kind of see some of the texture behind it, but it's certainly a personal preference, right? So I could go something like that. We then might add some text, so let's say it's 50% off your first treatment, first visit, right? So we just go over to text. There's all kinds of fonts that you can select from. I'll just go to add a heading and, type in what you like. Let's see what I have in here. We don't want that. We want, let's just say 50% off your first visit. And then I can select this little guy, click and hold and drag it wherever it might go. And again, this is just quick, not necessarily anything that you would actually use, but just giving an idea how quickly you can do these types of things. So let's put this up to the top. Let's make it a little bit larger right here. Okay, and one thing it's nice is when you're moving it around, it'll give you an indication of when it's lined up, right? So you can tell with that purple line that shows up that I've got it pretty much in the middle of the document, right? So, again, we can tweak this. This may not be the best, but so let's try this. Let's change the color. So we go right up here. We can try a couple different colors. We can go with white. That stands out pretty good. We could also do the background on this if we needed to, but we'll go with that for now, just to give you an idea of how this might work. All right, and then next, just to kind of, again, we're looking for people to stop scrolling. So maybe a little bit more flair. I like to sometimes add a frame around it. So in the element section, there is a frame option. So if you click it, it moves it over. All you have to do then is expand it so that it's out to the edges. Okay, real easy to do. And we'll do one more. And let's get that back where it belongs. And then I have the option to select here and pick the color. So again, if I was doing this according to my colors, I might pick that one. You can select your own. But now quickly, it's not terrible, right? Again, I'm not a graphic artist, but it's something that you could use and real easy. And everything I've done here is 100% free with Canva. You can't beat it. So from here, what I would do is download it, typically as a PNG, and then I would upload it to Facebook if you were, or Instagram, wherever you're using it. You also have the option to share it directly on any of those networks that you've got set up ahead of time. So great tool, Canva. I'd highly recommend it, and you don't have to be a graphic artist to get decent looking images right out of the start. So thanks for watching, guys. Any questions on anything that I've mentioned or anything else, please drop them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. Have a great day.